It will, however, grow more when our people implement BPO, business processing outsourcing, which means that you, for instance, set up a bookkeeping operations in Kampala, okubala ebitabo, but you provide those services to companies in the USA or Canada and send the work over our internet and you are paid here. Uyinza kusinzira wano nobalira abe Canada ebitabo byabwe n'osindikira byokoze okuyita mu internet yaffe gye twabateekerawo, and you are paid here. That's why they call it business processes outsourcing. Bali abebwere basaka obuweereza okuva eno ewaffe. In India, this sector is employing 10 million people and is earning $51 billion. $51 billion. You know how our Bazukuru speak those foreign languages very well. Our you know how the Wayin also speak those foreign languages. But the Bazukuru here, you can't even know that they are from here. You think they are from California or New York or the other one is I can't pronounce them. Oluzungu rwange rwa Chamati Boys, NAC, Native Anglican Church. All the above deal with the issue of homestead incomes and jobs. Because you remember that this evening I want to talk to you about 4 points. So all this time nchari ku point emu. Eyenyingiza y'amaka n'emirimu. Household income and jobs. The second point is corruption. Those who have allowed themselves to soil their contribution have only themselves to blame. As I said recently, the corrupt are the minority. And it is those who have access to power and public money, and they use that access to be corrupt at the expense of the majority who are the victims. Ababi, abalibenguzi, the corrupt are very few people, because there are people who have got power to do this, to do that, government power, mainly government power. You could also have corruption in the private sector. I think in the companies you can have corruption there. But the one we are targeting is the government one. For now. Somebody is misusing power to favor relatives, to do this, or to take bribes, or steal government money. How many in the population of 46 million? How many have the chance to have power and access public money? There are very few. But if you look at the victims, who are the victims? The big population. Because if you steal money for our hospital, we all suffer. If you steal money for our road, we all suffer. So the problem we're having is lack of mobilization of the victims to expose the corrupt. And it is easy, because like when I made just 2 zonal tours, I went to Acholi, and the population, because the population are the victims, they told me so much information. And I've been acting on it. I went to Western Nile. Again, I got information, and I started acting unit, but not fully. But the information is there.
In a world where inequality and circumstance can negatively impact our youth, Future Makers by Standard Chartered is here to break barriers and mold their dreams into reality. We are committed to transforming lives with disadvantaged young people in Africa and the Middle East, especially women and girls. Future Makers by Standard Chartered, empowering the next generation to learn, earn, and grow.
Thinking with the victims, and then you get the facts. And then we act against the corrupt. As I said recently, the corrupt are the minority, and it is those who have access to power and public money, and they use that access to be corrupt at the expense of the majority who are the victims. It is, however, easy, as I'm telling you, to trace these parasites and smoke them out. Keep tuned to this channel. As we enter the new year, I invite you to keep tuned. Don't switch off your television on this channel of anti-corruption. You will hear stories. Katonda Jari. In Ru we say, Rubanga Tie. The third point is regional integration. Why regional integration? It is because we need it for prosperity through the wider market it provides for our goods and services. About a year ago, I had to kill the unholy idea of banning Tanzanian rice. Why ban Tanzanian rice? It was because it was cheaper than the Ugandan rice produced by swamp destroyers. The proposal was that I commit 3 mistakes or even sins. Sin number 1, punish Ugandan rice consumers. Remember, I'm not one of them. The Syria Mucheri. The Syria Muyindi, Syria Mucheri, Syria Muchina. Nduwante o anogwemanyi. I am from the Interclan, from here. I had never tasted rice until I was 15 years in High School. That's when I tasted rice for the first time. So I don't eat the rice. Sin number 1, punish Ugandan rice consumers, although I'm not one of them, by forcing them to buy the expensive rice by Uganda's inefficient producers and therefore empty their pockets, because that's what they wanted me to do. Ban the cheaper Tanzanian rice so that I force them to buy the expensive rice of Ugandan producers who are inefficient. Why don't you produce cheaper like the Tanzanians? Why should Tanzanian rice be cheaper with transport? Why should it be? Now, if I ban it, what does it mean? It means the Ugandans will be forced to spend more money on rice when there was a cheaper one, which was blocked by government. Secondly, kill or disrupt the Tanzanian efficient rice producers instead of helping them to grow. Because now, number 2, I will now disrupt the Tanzanian good producers who are producing cheap rice. I disrupt those. Second sin. Thirdly, provoke Tanzania to ban our products going into Tanzanian market and therefore prepare the suicidal practice of protectionism that has crippled many regions in the world. The NRM will not be part of those blind policies. Some of the Ugandan business people cite the non-tariff barriers practiced by other countries because they tell me other countries are doing it. Okay, if they are doing it, you shauri yao. If they are doing it, that's their mistake. Me, I will not be part of that. Letting down of the African people. Because like now, you see the issue of the rice. You want to hurt two people. The Ugandan consumer, who is lucky to buy in the same money 3 kilos of rice instead of buying one of Uganda. Now you force him to say, no, you must buy Uganda, you must buy Uganda rice. Buy Uganda rice. So, the man would have saved money to do other things. But now he spends 3 times on rice compared to what he would have done if you had not interfered. Then on the other side, the Tanzanian who is coming up, growing cheap rice, now that will also you are frustrating him. He may, if the market is not big enough, he may give up and withdraw. So these are blind policies. In the early years of our government, Mzee Moi at one time closed the border, but I rejected the arguments for retaliation because some people say, oh, we must retaliate. I said, I cannot retaliate. I cannot. If he has closed, let him close, but me, I will not retaliate. Today, Uganda's exports to Kenya are either equal to our imports from there or sometimes they are higher. So by refusing to be in that mistake, the issue of Kenya and Uganda border issues was resolved. Rationality cannot be ignored indefinitely. We shall continue discussing with our East African community partners, and I'm sure we shall end up with a real common market free of non-tariff barriers, because those barriers hurt the wananchi of all our countries. I've just given you the simple example of banning rice. You hurt the Uganda consumers, you hurt the Tanzanian producers. So if there is mobilization, actually some people think they get popularity out of that. But if you get good mobilization, those who are doing that can get can really be exposed. You are making us, we don't have enough money, and you are. I can block imports of other countries far away from whom we don't have reciprocal benefits. If somebody is only selling, like Japan, for instance, they only sell it to me. They sell it to me. I don't sell it to them. There, you may have a case. But these African countries to which you sell and they sell it to you, it's not wise at all to. Those non-tariff barriers hurt the wananchi of all our countries. The fourth and final point is again the terrorists from Congo. We are continuing to destroy those people in Congo using mainly air attacks because they are faster and can reach everywhere. In desperation, the terrorists have been trying to send squads into Uganda to kill unarmed civilians and plant bombs. They are able to do this because the border is unclosable. It is long and has got many crossing points. many of them in the bush. Besides, we do not want to close the border because we shall disrupt the lives of the brother peoples of Congo and Uganda. So therefore, apart from destroying the source by attacking those criminals in Congo, the other correct answer is thorough intelligence and internal mobilization. The group of Njovu, Kamusu of 10 that entered from Congo some few months ago has now remained with 3 people, if not 2. Njovu was captured, Kamusu was killed 2 days ago, and the others were killed in the different engagements. Out of the 10, only 3 are remaining, or 2. They are now sending bombers to kill our Bazukuru that have taken up Umalaya because they live in the ghettos where sometimes there are no cameras. So these terrorists come, like the one somewhere, they got a bomb yesterday. They try to get involved with these our Bazukuru who are taking up that Malaya job and pretend to be their friends, give them money, then come and leave the bomb there. So you, the Bazukuru, of whatever type, all of you, mwena Bazukuru, mwena, abe bitu byonna, nabali abalala benjogeddeko Bazukuru bange. Abo nabo. Therefore, all the Bazukuru, be alert. Be alert. Actually, yesterday they exposed one of the bomb was exposed. I've forgotten where the intelligence told me, but I didn't recall. It was in Kampala. Therefore, all Bazukuru, be alert. Let everybody show you his electronic identity card issued by NIRA. Tokoragana n'omuntu gw'otamanyi without seeing his identity card. Oba mulina identity card eyo kugira, do you have any, does anybody of you have the electronic identity card to show it to these people on the TV? Any one of them. You have one. Okay, show it to the camera, Nani. Show it to the camera. Show it to there. The other one, you have turned it upside down. Those are the real ID cards. Temukiriza zile za Nkuruma Road. But do not accept those printed at Nkuruma Road. Bazukuru, anybody approaching you and wanting you to keep his bag or package, insist that he opens it. If you see anything suspicious, such as a mobile phone in the middle of the package, call the police. Whose card? Is that mine? Oh, that's my own. Where do you get it from? You had taken it before. Oh, now you can see the typical one there. Oh, okay. So you have seen my Barage Yangi. Show it. Those are the cards now. Omuntu atalina card ngeyo tokolagana naye. All hotel and lodge owners to insist on seeing electronic identity cards of everybody and record them. We are hitting them so hard in Congo, they will soon run out of people to send for bombing. In the meantime, vigilance. I wish you a happy 2024. Thank you very much.